Welcome to Kayfabe Break. This is your Raw in Review for April 11th, 2016. Due to overwhelming social media response, Shane McMahon returned for the second week in a row after WrestleMania to host Raw. Shane McMahon promised fresh matchups, a tournament to determine the number one contender for the tag team titles, and an opportunity for Sami Zayn to enter himself into the World Heavyweight title match at Payback. Kevin Owens showed up to complain about his lack of opportunity for a title match and demanded a rematch for his Intercontinental Championship. After stating that he's always ready to fight, a number one contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship was set up against Cesaro. With avid support from the Cesaro section, he was able to hit the neutralizer and pin Kevin Owens for the win. Backstage, Charlotte and Ric Flair cut a promo about how no other female superstars are worthy of the title. Dr. Phil shows up imploring Charlotte to step out of her father's shadow. He tells her that Ric Flair is holding her back, she should stand on her own 2 feet and quit cheating. The advice doesn't seem to stick, and she walks off angrily. We once again see Kevin Owens complain to Shane McMahon and threaten to interfere in Sami Zayn's match later that night. Shane McMahon then orders Kevin Owens escorted off the property by security guards. The New Day then give a speech to the crowd about how it doesn't matter who wins the tag team tournament because nobody will take their belts. The first match of the tournament consists of the Dudleys versus the Lucha Dragons. Kalisto took a mean face plant outside of the ring, and while he was being checked on by medics, Sin Cara took a 3D for the pin. Also, Michael Cole still can't tell the difference between the Lucha Dragons. Enzo and Cass then come out to trash talk the Dudleys once again. Roman Reigns then smugly struts to the ring, once again declaring that he's not a bad guy, he's not a good guy, he's the guy, before being interrupted by someone who can actually speak. Enter League of Nations! They made an appearance to declare that any one of them would be a better champion than Roman Reigns and rushed to attack him. During the attack, they were interrupted by a beatdown from the Wyatt family. Shane McMahon decides that Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt should tag against the League of Nations in the main event. Dr. Phil sits ringside as Charlotte and Natalya duke it out for the women's championship. Natalya puts Charlotte in the sharpshooter, and as she's tapping out, Ric Flair pulls out the referee, causing Charlotte to lose by disqualification, thereby retaining her title. In an interview with Renee Young, Sami Zayn states that even though he's an underdog, he has the heart and soul to become a champion. Next up for the tag team tournament, the Usos face off against Curtis Axel and Heath Slater of the Social Outcasts. After a rather bland win, the Usos are attacked by Anderson and Gallows of the Bullet Club, making their Raw debut. Claiming to be the Swiss Superman's kryptonite, The Miz and Maurice seem pretty unfazed about the new number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. In a high-intensity match, Sami Zayn attempts to enter himself into the World Heavyweight title match at Payback. Unfortunately, his hopes are dashed as he loses to the Phenomenal Forearm. In a bittersweet moment, Zayn and Styles shake each other's hands, acknowledging their respect for each other. We are then brought to Talk as Jericho, where Jericho's guest for the night is Chris Jericho. After a riveting interview, Dean Ambrose shows up to turn the highlight reel into the Ambrose Asylum. They get into a brief argument, and Dean Ambrose drops the dirty deeds. Is destroying a potted plant a heel turn? Continuing the Golden Truth saga, Dr. Phil shows up to help them, only to walk away without saying anything. Apollo Crews makes quick work of Adam Rose with a spin-out powerbomb. Is our new rookie from NXT going to be the next big thing? In a scary video package, we are reminded that Baron Corbin is not to be trifled with. Although they are destined to be enemies, Bray Wyatt cuts a promo about how Roman Reigns should trust him in the main event. During the main event, the Wyatts show up to prevent Rusev from interfering in the match. This allows Bray Wyatt to pull off a Sister Abigail on Del Rio for the pin, while Roman Reigns spears Sheamus. I'm Chad with Kayfabe Break, and this has been your Raw in Review for April 11th, 2016. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling news and discussions. Put me on YouTube saying that.